If you can truly understand the concept of Hindu scripture Bhagavad Gita, then it will not be difficult for you to heal your panic attacks. Now, Bhagavad Gita starts out as Prince Arjuna becoming frightened for his life, becoming anxious because he has to fight against his own brothers and his own teachers. He's anxious and frightened that his family bloodline will be completely annihilated. He is frightened to pick up his bow and arrow to fight. When he is truly anxious and frightened for his life, he truly desired an answer from Lord Krishna. He truly desired to get out of his anxiety, of his fears and panic attacks. And he wanted answer from Lord Krishna. When you truly desire freedom from panic attacks, when you truly desire freedom from anxiety, and you have truly expressed a desire to find an answer, Lord Krishna must come in front of you. Lord Krishna is a symbolism of God. God must answer your prayer when you truly express desire to gain freedom from anxiety and panic attacks. Now, in that story, Lord Krishna, God, came himself as a human figure. It's not necessary for the infinite energy, for the cosmic consciousness, for the God, for Jesus, for Vishnu, whatever, to come as a physical human form. If you truly desire an answer to gain freedom, that answer might be in a form of a teacher, might be in a form of a sentence somebody says to you, it might be in the form of a YouTube video, or it might be in the form of a book. When I was truly desirous of an answer, when I truly wanted an answer to get out of anxiety and panic attacks, I got a lot of books. Books written by Eastern mystics like Swami Vivekananda and Osho, and books written by Western spiritual leaders like Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza. These books have helped me tremendously on understanding how to meditate, how to connect with that infinite potential, with that source energy, and how to create the life of my dreams. This video is your answer. This video might be your answer. If you have truly expressed a desire to gain freedom from panic attacks, then this video is your answer. Now, right now, up until this moment, you have been socially conditioned to view this world as a completely physical world. And this conditioning has done you good up until this moment, because when you view this world as a completely physical universe, there's a distance between two objects, right? In a physical object, there's a distance between this and that wall. There's always a distance between two things in a physical universe. There's a distance between you and also the thing that you desire, maybe health, wealth, happiness, business, career, girls, anything. When there's a distance, when there's a separation between you and the object you desire, you hustle towards that goal. You struggle in order to achieve that object of desire. You bleed, you sweat. Other people are competing for the same resources, so you have to compete with other people. You calculate your moves in order to become the first person to achieve that goal. When you operate your life in this mindset, you're always in a fight or fright mode without even realizing it. This is the reason why you are accumulating a lot of stress, accumulating a lot of anxiety and negative emotions like resentment towards other people, anger towards other people, when you view this world in a completely physical point of view. Also, when you view this universe in a very physical point of view, what happens is, say that you desire love. To desire love, to gain love, now you have to approach a girl, and that girl might hurt you. She might cheat on you, because there is always a separation in the physical universe. You want love, you have to get love from another person in a physical universe. This girl might cheat on you, might betray you, might reject you, and all of a sudden you are accumulating all these negative emotions, and the body keeps score of every negative emotion. That is why you have finally exploded into a panic attack. So it has done you a good job. This social conditioning of viewing this world as a physical universe has done you a good job, because you have gained status, you have become a person who will earn money, because you probably have a good career. So did I when I was training to become a doctor in Nepal, and I had a panic attack. I had a wonderful career ahead of me. I had social status, but still I had panic attack. So when that happens, you have to open your eyes now. You need to decondition yourself from this conditioning, from this societal conditioning. You need to see the universe for what it really is, and that is, this universe is entirely spiritual and mental. There's only one thing in this entire existence, and that is cosmic consciousness. That is God. Only God exists in this entire universe. And God manifests itself. Cosmic consciousness manifests itself into everything that you can perceive in this universe. You are a manifestation of God. I am a manifestation of God. This cloth is a manifestation of that cosmic consciousness or God. Now, when you are a spark, when you are a manifestation, a differentiation of that cosmic consciousness, of that God, then you have everything that you desire within yourself. The moment you start to open your eyes and see that this universe is entirely made of spirit or God, then you do not have to go towards anything in order to gain what you desire. If you desire love, if you desire happiness, if you desire abundance, if you desire freedom, if you desire success, it's all within you. You just have to know how to close your eyes, sit your body down, become still, use your mind, and embrace the elevated emotions before the wonderful things actually happen to you. I've actually laid down everything in one sentence about how to totally gain freedom from panic attacks, but I'll explain all of this later in this video. The reason why I say that this universe is also physical is because, no, it's not physical, it's mental, is because you can write new programs in your subconscious mind. And these programs will be relayed to cosmic consciousness, will be relayed to God. God, being an eternal source of giver, will give out everything that you have relayed to it. Right now, you have written bad programs in your subconscious mind. Consciously, unconsciously, I don't know. Because if you just close your eyes and sit down for 10 minutes, you will see that your mind will start to come up with a lot of mental imagery and a lot of feelings which are negative. All the things that you have suppressed within your subconscious mind, within your body, will come into the light of consciousness after you have sat down still for at least 10 minutes. And these programs of negativity are relayed to the cosmic consciousness, and hence your life is full of bad circumstances, your health is degrading, you have panic attacks. This is also the reason why yogis have been calling this physical reality of ours as Maya. Maya means illusion, a magical lie, because they know very well that this physical reality is just a projection from your own subconscious mind. Write new programs in your subconscious mind which are amazing, positive, wonderful, and you get a positive, wonderful, peaceful personal reality automatically. You do not have to fight anyone or anything in your personal reality to change your personal reality. The only one to change is yourself. You only have this person to change, and everything around you will change automatically. Another thing that I learned after learning about these spiritual masters and so many of their books is feeling is the secret of attracting the life that you desire. Neville Goddard, a very prominent spiritual leader of 20th century, has written a whole book about this topic. Feeling is the Secret is the name of the book. In alpha male industry, in manosphere space, a lot of people say stupid things like emotion is only for females, discard emotions, do not care about emotions, just be headstrong, just be logical in how you live your life. How is that going for you? Emotion is so much powerful than just blunt intellect. And all these alpha male gurus, all these red pill gurus, despite saying that emotion is only for females, only for losers, only for beta males, only for simps, they are the most emotionally volatile creatures that I have ever seen. If they become so angry all the time, if they are really so angry and bitter at the world around them all the time, I promise you, they are going to bring a lot of health issues in their life. And they are always going to be faced with circumstances that are going to enrage them even more, because they have written feeling of anger and resentment in their subconscious mind. Subconscious mind will give out circumstances that will create more resentment, more anger, and it's a vicious cycle for them. Now you have to break out of this vicious cycle. This is what breaking out of matrix means. Break out of this maya. If your life circumstances is filled with tragedy, of panic, of worries, of concern, of anxiety, of panic attacks, then you must know that you have written bad feelings of anxiety, worry, negative emotions, and mental imagery in your subconscious mind. And now it's the time to reprogram your subconscious mind. And there are 3 steps of reprogramming your subconscious mind, 3 meditative steps. The first step is Yoga Nidra. People like Andrew Huberman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, who is a neuroscientist, have been calling this Yoga Nidra as non-sleep deep rest protocol, but it is just yogic sleep. What happens is when you do Yoga Nidra, you're rotating your awareness through your body, throughout your body, and then you achieve a state of relaxation. You achieve a state of sleepiness, but your mind is still kind of alert. That is the moment where your subconscious mind is really receptive to all the mental imagery and feelings that you can impress upon it. Right now, you're watching me on a phone or a tablet or a computer, and your brain is producing beta waves. This is not a good time to program your subconscious mind with new kind of mental imagery and feelings. When your brain is producing high beta waves under anxiety and panic attacks and worries and concern, that is not the time to write programs in your subconscious mind and create wonderful things in your life. That is the time to survive. That is the time to just protect your energy in order to ensure your survival. But through Yoga Nidra, your brain will be able to create slow, coherent alpha waves and theta waves. When your brain is producing alpha waves, your brain will start to become really good at creative visualization. And when your brain is producing theta waves, the door between the conscious mind and subconscious mind is wide open. The analytical mind is now gone. Now, all the mental imagery, all the visualization that you will perform through your conscious mind will be accepted, believed, and surrendered by the subconscious mind as if it is the truth. So if in this state, you can imagine that you are actually free from panic attacks and you can do certain things, which I'm going to tell you later on, your subconscious mind will accept all of those mental imagery and believe that all of those things are actually true. And when the subconscious mind truly receives this message, it is going to communicate to that cosmic consciousness, and whatever you have impressed upon the subconscious mind will actually materialize into existence, because cosmic consciousness is the source energy. It is the spirit that is in existence. It is the only thing in existence. Out of that cosmic consciousness, out of that source energy, out of that spirit, everything in this universe has come out of. So write new programs in your subconscious mind, communicate with that spirit, and become a magnet for wonderful situations in your life, including freedom from panic attacks and anxiety. Now, what you have to do after you do Yoga Nidra, by the way, there's a link in the description box down below on how to do Yoga Nidra. It's a 13-minute video, 13-minute video. Do that. And what you're going to do next after you do Yoga Nidra is now you start to imagine, start to visualize an imaginal act where you are free from panic attacks and you're living your life after you have become free from panic attacks. Now provide all the sensory vividness, the sensation of seeing, hearing, tasting, feeling, smelling, after you have become this upgraded version of yourself who is free from panic attacks. Maybe you can see that you are going to the situations, you are going to the places that previously used to trigger your panic attacks and anxiety, but now you're just with your chest out. You can visualize that your breathing rate is really relaxed. You can visualize that you're taking your pulse rate and it is just 60 or 70 beats per minute. You can visualize that your friends and family members are just looking at you and they are just so happy that you have healed. They no longer have a worried face when they are looking at you. And here your people, here your well-wishers, your friends and your family members say to you, wow, you have become the rock of our family. Wow, you're so peaceful and relaxed these days. What's your secret? If you're avoiding coffee right now, if you're avoiding certain sensation of smell right now because you think it triggers your anxiety and panic attacks, start to indulge in those things in your imaginal act. Start to smell the aroma of coffee. Start to drink coffee in your imaginal act. And say to yourself, finally, I can drink coffee again because I am free from panic attacks and anxiety. If you're right now currently avoiding dating, start to date people in your imaginal act. Start to touch their hair. Start to kiss them. Start to smell their perfume. Start to hear them say to you, wow, you're so peaceful and so powerful as a human being. How did you become so peaceful and relaxed? And you can even share this secret of communicating wonderful things to cosmic consciousness, and everything that you communicate with the cosmic consciousness will be given to you. You can share your secret of changing your life to your friends, to your family, to your girlfriend in your imaginal act. All of these things will signify to your subconscious mind that you are actually living your life with no longer anxiety, with no more panic attacks. So, start to see wonderful things happening to you. Start to hear wonderful things happening to you. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, imagine that you have a big smile on your face. Because right now, you're probably hearing a lot of racing thoughts in your head as soon as you wake up in the morning, and you are frustrated just as soon as you wake up in the morning. So imagine just the opposite of that. Imagine that you're waking up in the morning, you're looking at your watch, it's 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., and you just have a big smile on your face, and you're saying to yourself, wow, I finally healed. I no longer have anxiety and panic attacks. I have successfully written new programs in my subconscious mind, and I have attracted a wonderful life free from panic attacks and anxiety. Say all of this thing to yourself in your imaginal act. Hear people compliment you on how peaceful, on how relaxed you have become lately. And all of these things will signify to your brain that it is all happening to you in real time. Because when you provide all this sensory vividness to your imaginal act, your brain will start to lose its distinguishing ability between what the imagined act is and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world is. This is what claiming that you are free from panic attacks actually mean. Providing all the sensory vividness to your imaginal act and imagining that you're actually free from panic attacks means you're claiming that you're free from panic attack. Now the third step is simple. Just mentally rehearse all of this imaginal act over and over again. With enough mental rehearsal, the neural network that is associated with all of these wonderful things happening to you start to become hard, set, and permanent. and it is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. These chemicals are going to create feelings in your body, and these feelings are going to be equivalent to whatever you have imagined. You have imagined that wonderful things are happening to you. You're free from panic attacks. You no longer have anxiety and panic attacks. You no longer have dry sensation in your mouth all the time. You no longer have your friends and family worrying about you. Instead, all the amazing things are happening to you. So you're going to feel the equivalent emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, and confidence. And these feelings are actually breathing life into your imaginal act. All the imaginal act is like a electrical signal that you send to the spirit, that you send to the cosmic consciousness. Now the cosmic consciousness knows what you actually desire, but the feeling, the elevated emotions that you embrace through mental rehearsal of this imaginal act sends a magnetic charge to the cosmic consciousness. Now the cosmic consciousness knows what you really want, and it starts to give to you what you desire. Now you become a magnet for whatever you have imagined. All the imaginal act will start to materialize into existence in a very unexpected manner. You will start to move across a sequence of events, and all the wonderful things that you have imagined will actually happen in your three-dimensional world of experience. But it's not even about breathing life into your imaginal act. It's about creating all of these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, and empowerment before amazing things actually happen to you. Because when you feel grateful, when you feel joyful, when you feel empowered, anxiety and panic attacks cannot coexist in your body. And now you have the tool you have the tool to just close your eyes, make your imaginal act very real, and feel all of these feelings. And you do not have to even depend upon external circumstances in order to feel amazing feelings. Now the external circumstances, even if they are bad, they will not affect you, because you now have the tool to just close your eyes and make your imaginal scenarios so real that you will start to create feelings out of them. Now you become the master of your destiny. Yogis have always been calling that your external personal reality is Maya, is an illusion. Why? Because they know very well that your external circumstance is just an extension of your subconscious mind. When your subconscious mind has bad programs, bad messages written upon them, your external circumstance will reflect all of those bad programs. You will be surrounded by bad circumstances, bad events, bad situations. Your health will go into a deterioration. Your mental health will start to deteriorate. All of these things are actually happening to you because you have unconsciously written bad programs in your subconscious mind. Now, through this meditation exercise, write new programs in your subconscious mind, and your external circumstance will start to change naturally, because it is just a projection from your own subconscious mind. Write new programs, wonderful programs in your subconscious mind, and everything in your life will start to change. It's such a wonderful thing to discover and experience. So, the only thing that you must get really good at is becoming able to sustain these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment for a very long period of time. Because right now, you can sustain the emotion of anxiety, panic attack, worry, concern for no reason, because what you have done for a very long period of time is you have visualized the worst case scenarios of your life, or you have remembered, you have memorized the past traumatic events of your life. Either way, those are imaginal act, those are mental imagery in your mind playing, and you have always been deriving feelings from it by mentally rehearsing it over and over again. So just do the opposite, and sooner or later Your second nature will be of joy, will be of empowerment, will be of gratitude. And that is the moment change has happened. That is the moment you're no longer afflicted with anxiety and panic attacks. So, I'm going to give you a wonderful tip, and that is as soon as you wake up in the morning and as you go to bed at night, these two times are the windows where your brain is naturally producing or trying to produce alpha waves and theta waves. So do not miss these two windows to write new programs in your subconscious mind. Do the meditation at least these two times of the day, and you're going to see a significant improvement in your mental health in a very short amount of time. And do this meditation process whenever free time you get during the day, because you need to have a developed attention. Your attention needs to be focused on the mental imagery that signifies that you're free. Because right now, your attention will either go to the past traumatic event, past things, past events where people have hurt you, where situations were unfavorable to you, or your attention will start to go to the future, worst case scenarios, future bad events, and you will always be in a state of anxiety. But through repetition of this mental exercise, through repetition of this three-step meditation process, you will finally be able to keep your attention on the imaginal act that signifies that you're now truly healed. And when your attention is now focused on this imaginal act, you can derive feelings from it, and you can now change. But the thing is, you need to be able to keep your attention on this imaginal act to change, and that requires practice. That requires showing up daily and doing this three-step meditation process at least 2 times a day, or if you want significant improvement at a very short amount of time, 3 times a day. So do this and change your life. Do this and become free from panic attacks and anxiety. If you have someone in your life who is currently struggling with panic attacks and anxiety, send them this video and change their life. Now, I have made a ton of different videos on how to completely overcome panic attacks and anxiety. And if you want to experience one-to-one online coaching, message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box down below or pinned comment section down below. It's expensive, it's an expensive course, but I will make sure that you will never experience panic attacks ever again. All this anxiety and panic attacks will be a thing of your past. Remember, sky's the limit once you truly know how to become meditative. Imagine wonderful things and embrace the emotions of that imaginal act. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.